All right, here we go. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, we are recording live over on twitch.tv/thegamemechanic. That is my life. Boy, interesting start. Not really what I want to see. It's really close to being ideal. But I'm probably going to have to move here to have a coastal start because we do want the free Pantheon. I like taking the faith from tiles Pantheon with her. It gives us some extra faith so that we can faith buy our units. I love the fur tile to start with. This is amazing. We actually have some really high productive lands here, and we can even build Ruhr Valley in our capital. How good is that? So we want to use our appeal lens a little bit because the Pantheon we're going to go for is one of the new ones that gives you faith from tiles with charming or better appeal. That's my plan anyways at the moment. I suppose we should start with a warrior move. It looks like we actually have a bit of a landmass, which is really quite good. So we might not have to. Basically, what I usually do with Indonesia is we're gonna have to start with astrology because we do want to get you don't have to have your own religion, but it's nice. It's nice to have control over what you're doing because we are going to go faith as our economy and not faith. Like we're basically going to do harbors and holy sites in every city. So that's, I don't know, that's a thing. Usually I start off with sailing right into shipbuilding. Shipbuilding gets us the ability to embark, not over deep water tiles, but embark. And so we can at least expand our empire. But if we're on a big enough continent, we don't necessarily have to do this. But this is a strategy that you really wouldn't do for anybody else other than Indonesia on this type of map. So yeah. Does the game try to place civs next to relevant tiles? Yeah, everybody kind of has a little start bias there, Panda. It'll try to give you something. There's also resources throughout, like all over the place. So, but otherwise, we love starting with a fur tile. It's 2 food, 3 production, and a gold. That is dreamy. You're usually happy with just a 2/2 tile like this, and that would be fine, or a 3/1. But this is pretty great. I'm happy about the furs. I love me some foxes. So let's start by moving our warrior, so we can see what we can see. Tundra already. So maybe not. Bye, Artesian. Have a great day at work. Maybe not as pretty of land as we want, but maybe we can still settle a city up there. And I am super weirdly, I'm going to move away from a freshwater source. Because of kampungs, we should hit that mid-game moment where we have a ton of pop housing anyways. And this way I will get my free Pantheon. And potentially, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hill Ruhr. It's not great, but it might be something. It might be something. So what I'm looking at already, perhaps, is actually not very Indonesia-ish districts, right? Because what I'm thinking about here, you often can take advantage of like your minor adjacency bonus from the water tiles to build some districts that way. But this is going to look a little traditional, like an industrial zone here +2 with maybe a Ruhr Valley potentially, and then maybe the Venetian up there, something like that. Why not settle the hill southwest? I don't want to turn 2 start. I really want to get started on this right away, especially with this tile to work. Isn't it a lake to the south? Looks like coast. Looks like coast. I think we're going to be all right with doing this. Pick up another stone. Okay, that boosts sailing for us. We only can go up to 4 housing. That's okay. We're working a 2/3 tile, and we have some plains. So we'll have a lot of production and not a ton of food, which is kind of the way I like it to be. So there are basically 2 different ways that I would think about starting with her. If I had kind of nothing, I might consider getting a monument right away, like if I needed to expand into useful tiles, I would maybe consider that. Or a builder. Like if you were, let's say you were avoiding the low science strat that we're going with, and you'd start with like a campus like you would traditionally would, and you just kind of avoid the holy site stuff. You might start with a builder, because by the time you get to sailing, you could improve a couple resources and then scout with your builder. So a couple different ways you could go there. I am going to go right into astrology so that we can hopefully get our religion. Actually, so this should really just be a tile over, right? +3, unless I really wanted the wheat. But a +3 industrial zone, and then 2, 4, 6, 8 hill Ruhr Valley on an island plates map. That might be good enough. That really might be good enough. So +3 industrial Ruhr Valley. We have a +2 harbor, right? Or a +4 gold harbor. I like that. And then often with Indonesia, you also like to use your base and then another district here, like as the 3-district synergy, because you are going to get the harbor. But this is fine. That's a really good kampung. We can just surround like tons of kampungs over here. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. The mid to late game potential of this capital, pretty darn good. And then I could just do like a +1 holy site right there, just so I can place it right away. And again, it's +1 because of these 2 districts. And then I could actually, in the long run, if I wind up getting a campus, even though these are probably going to be my first 3 districts, if I wind up getting a campus, I could put it there, and this will become +2. But we're going to get a lot of faith out of our Pantheon. That's going to help with our Jongs. Again, Jongs being all the way over here in mercenaries. That's actually pretty early. Pretty early. All right. So what are we going to build? Weirdly, I could make a slinger argument just because we left barbs on. If you want to make your life easier, turn barbs off and you won't have to deal with what we're about to deal with. Because if we are on too big of a landmass in the beginning, even though this is island plates, we will still potentially have barbarians. So, that being said, I'm going to start with a monument. Plan the entertainment complex next to the industrial zone. That's a good idea. That is a great idea, because this will get an extra amenity for being on the coast. There's a lot of districts now, though, but we should be able to do that. Scout isn't really useful on islands until you get all the way up to shipbuilding, so we will have time to scout. Our warrior can hopefully do enough scouting. I mean, if this is a huge landmass, then this is going to look a little bit silly. But I kind of want to get started with the monument. You almost never do this on deity. I would almost never, ever do this, but I want to start my culture generation so we can get to mercenaries and feudalism. Yep, we're just getting started here. Let's go ahead and move up onto the hill, and then we can grab the goody hut next turn. Could also make an argument for just going there since we are going to move up onto, this is actually a hill next turn, and then we would get a little more information about what's going on there. Nah, give me that. Wow. And another river? This is interesting. I expected a much smaller landmass. Yeah, I would do the scouting builder, but I almost don't think we need to. Oh, hello. Hello, scientific city-state. You know what's weird? I'm going to do this. So I'm going to change that up. We'll come back and get the monument in a second. I'm going to get the slinger to help with barbarians. This seems like a pretty big landmass, which isn't something I expect as Indonesia, or on island plates, rather. And if I get the slinger, I can go and meet these people, and that's going to boost my science. And eventually I'll get the archery boost, probably. Yep, see barbarians already. Okay, so state workforce is actually not a great boost for us. State workforce is for building a district, and we are rushing out a religion. So you can usually boost this no problem because I'm going to get a holy site like right away. 100% that's soul. Maybe. We'll find out. All right, so where to? We could go up here and come back and deal with the camp. I think that's probably the best idea. Unless we have an actual neighbor, then we should be able to meet any city-states and grab any goody huts on our own. So we went ahead and found it. Now, unfortunately, it's across a river here, so this isn't great. Nor is this a great place to settle. I like the coastal settles or lake settles because you get that 2 faith right away. You can see already that our capital is generating 2.1 faith. That 0.1 is because we're happy. But so we've got 6.3 faith already. So I need to probably go around and not take the penalty across the river here because it's just going to be too rough of a penalty. Oh, tea time. Yay. That's not me peeing. It's just tea. Wow. So we've got silver, we've got silk. So we're probably going to have to settle a city here. And then maybe something like this. So that's a +2 holy site because of the 2 woods and the mountain. I mean, I could get a commercial hub here. I really do want harbors and admirals. I mean, I could do this sort of a setup, and it would make plenty of sense. Hill, 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 so that's +3. +2 commercial hub is now +3. Potentially, we can do something like that. All right, 2 turns, then we get our science boost, presumably. Boom. I would rush a ship, but I can't. Like normally, if I weren't going for astrology first, and I could get the galley, I could faith buy a galley at some point. Hattusa, hello Hattusa, and they want me to train a galley. So we're not really going to need strategic resources. So not super interesting, but having a scientific city-state neighbor with a free envoy and a doable quest is pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, let's heal. We're going to bring our slinger around to hopefully boost archery. And I think the monument's okay. Could also work on a settler right away since we do know we have other cities. I'm not gonna. A builder doesn't make any sense. We're not actually teching into anything that we can actually improve, except for like sailing, and then we'd get a 3 food 1 gold tile, 2 food 3 gold tile, which is good. Gold is nice because we want to stockpile a bunch of faith, and we want to stockpile a bunch of gold for when we get jongs. Why am I planning a non-coastal tundra city? It's not that bad, right? 2-2. We got some hills. We get silk. I mean, I'm not going to settle over here, right? It's worse. Like maybe here is better. I don't know. Just because it's a city on my continent, and this is island plates. All right, so we bring that guy up. So no boost to astrology, kind of tough to do on island plates. So I can either go, let's see, 1 move, 2 moves, 3 moves, and then hit. or I can go 1, 2, 3, and then move into range. I'll probably take the scouting. So either way, I get to move to this tile next. Okay, so I might want to flip-flop these so I can grab the second copy of silver. Bunch of tundra. Kind of a bummer. And no sea... Well, the one sea resource. It's not great. Just going to go ahead and heal up. 3 turns until our monument, and then 2 turns till astrology, so we can get going on that holy site right away. We're working kind of crummy tiles, but it's not so bad. Eventually, we're going to produce settlers. All right, so choose Pantheon. I really, really hope I get this one, Earth Goddess. So Earth Goddess with Indonesia is quite good. You get an extra faith for charming, appeal, or better tiles. Now, that doesn't really do much with tundra, but because of the mountains and because of the sheer amount of coast we have, it's like almost every single tile. So it just kind of, like the more you expand, the more mileage you're going to get out of that, and that's going to give us a ton of faith to hopefully get some jongs. So I really, really like Earth Goddess with this map and this setup that we're doing. Boosts mysticism for us. Surprised that's not charming, really? Where's my appeal? It's not charming. Guess it needs a thing, but that's okay. It adds a faith into here. I would think that with this being a woods tile that it would be, but that it would be. It's fine. All right, 2 turns to the monument. All right, since we are going to get to Code of Laws next turn, I still want to lock in my holy site. I don't think that the cost would increase by any substantial amount, but it's still not a bad idea to do that. So, and then we're going to get, let's see, we need 1 production left on our monument. So we're going to get an overflow of about 7 into the holy site, which is nice. All right, and then we're going to get started with sailing, probably right into shipbuilding. I don't know that I need those right now, but I'd rather have the option. So even if this guy moves out, I should be able to clear it, hit it, and get the boost. Yep, he certainly did.
Authority that makes a law.
All right, let's take this for right now. I'm not doing any scouts, and I get to avoid God King because I already have the face, so I already have a Pantheon, so I get to run these. Okay, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to run away. So one of the things in the fall patch, maybe my favorite part of it, is even if this guy commits suicide, I get the boost. I get the boost for archery. Not that it's the craziest, most important boost for us, but it is nice. It is something. So a bit of a small capital, not a ton of workable tiles, but our kampungs are going to make up for that. So we got 6 turns on our holy site. We have nobody developing their religion quite yet. A really good first scientist, of course, because we're going to go like a 0 science strat pretty much. But oh well. Oh well, we're gonna have science through conquest. It's gonna be great. Going to be great. Okay. I think we should get to early empire, even though I don't have a crazy food base to boost this right away. So we'll start with foreign trade. We can at least send a trader, I believe, to Hattusa or internally between our cities. In fact, our capital could use that because of the lack of food. Yeah, lots of stuff we can do. But I think we'll start with foreign trade. We'll try to maximize our boosts, especially our tech boost, since we are going to go pretty low science. Hi, Huskies. How's it going? Hopefully we find a better River Valley city, to be honest. Okay. Well, we did a bad thing, but we did boost archery. Should be able to clear that out pretty quick, as long as it doesn't spawn something next turn. And actually, once we kill the scout, that'll also give us the bronze working boost. So that's actually okay. Not the worst. It slows down our expanding and our scouting a little bit, but we've got other things that we're working on at the moment, so it's fine. I'm really well, man. Thank you for asking. We're recording some stuff for YouTube. Say hi to YouTube, everybody. You guys are on the internet. That's amazing. It's too early. That's amazing. I'm literally amazed. Yep, so boom. We can go hit, boom. So we clear military tradition. We kill our second barbarian. And then we can go find the scout and kill it. Oh my god, we're on the internet. All right, 4 turns until our holy site. We have sailing, so a builder is actually useful at this point.
Life at sea is better.
I'm going to go ahead and take the movement here, because we can heal at any time. Okay, so couple different ways we could go here. We could, if we were getting a builder and had boosted Celestial Navigation already, we could go this route to lock in our harbors, especially on the sort of abundant landmass that we do have. But I think I'm going to go for shipbuilding. We can actually faith buy some galleys pretty quick here. And then get that boosted. I'm at least going to half research this. And exploring the coast is extremely useful for us.
That's the positive aspect of trade, I suppose. The world gets stirred up together.
Buy the builder, build a shrine, and run holy site prayers. I mean, I'm definitely going to need to build the shrine. I'll make that decision next turn. That's a good suggestion. Ran over an hour street. Ooh. Nice. Except sad. I'm sorry. All right, so here, because we only have 1 movement left, we can go ahead and take our promotion. I'm going to grab Battle Cry. Oh. Dang. Punished. Punished so hard. That bums me out. Because we could have, had we not dealt with these barbarians, had I just gone this way a little bit, I could have gotten the boost to astrology. So I'm really happy this is here. This is lovely. But I'm sad about my choices. Through hindsight,
Signy.
could have had Signy. We don't have Signy. Didn't get the boost. But this is awesome. That's so nice to have on our opening continent here. So we'll certainly settle this as our first city. You were saying go south for wonder. I should have. Yeah, we use CQUI. This is the community edition of CQUI. That's the only mod I use. It doesn't modify gameplay or anything like that. I'm sad about my choices is the story of your life. Whoa. Kind of like the suggestion, especially since we're working at kind of a bummer of a tile. Let's go get mining really quick so I can at least improve this. And especially since I can actually settle at least 2 more cities on our main continent here. I don't really have to beeline this. Normally I like to. Let's say you only have like 2 cities on your main continent or even 1. Because you'll need this for expansion. But I think we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay without it. I don't really need craftsmanship except for maybe Ilkum. I'll put some money into Put some time into early empire. Maybe we do buy that builder. So we don't really want to switch anything. I could do this if I were to build my galleys. I don't have time to build my galleys. I'd rather faith buy them. It's not exactly how I want to be spending my faith, but we're going to have enough faith in the long run that it's okay. Okay, so that completes our holy site. Other people are already working on their prophets. So we have to build our shrine. And we're going to have to run holy site prayers afterwards. Yep, that is a heck of a fertile. I'm probably... it's a fertile. Lol. Wow, and all the horses, and this just keeps going. That is interesting. All right, up there next turn then. This is not exactly the kind of game I wanted to demonstrate for you guys on YouTube, but it'll work. You gotta be adaptable. Gotta be adaptable. How much does the shrine cost? It's a good question. 280. I'd rather buy the builder. It's still 6 turns away, though. Oh, that boosted craftsmanship for us. Interesting. Well, that, again, is a bummer. So that's our second goody hut that's boosted a thing that we were already going to do. So, kind of unlucky. Kind of unlucky. Wow. It just keeps going, huh? More fresh water there? Wow. All right, so we'll plan out cities shortly here. So he's already got 2 points. Oh my gosh, we're not going to get a religion. This sucks. This is what I wanted to demonstrate.
Deserves more credit than the wife of a coal miner.
Wow. Wow. All right, and then I also want to get animal husbandry so that I can improve the furs, get us an amenity. That campus, though. So this is pretty darn good. Certainly we're getting that campus. We know that. And then, honestly, like... not a lot of production. Not really a ton of production. But, like, the thing about Indonesia is I can place my harbor here. And then this is still a +2 industrial zone, even though it doesn't have a single mine next to it. Because it gets the district triangle. Because if I settle the cows, it's still a +2 industrial zone, which will help them. Because 3 coastal tiles. This would also be +2. Oh yeah, not science. We're going low science. Holy site. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, man, if Auckland's in the game, it's just win. This just keeps going. Unbelievable. Here's our production, by the way. There's a +3 industrial zone there now. Sorry, I just see mountains and I think science, right? God, it's going to be such a delayed start. Having to try to get this religion. Okay, so we've got our shrine. We have somebody getting a religion in 20 turns. So we really have no choice. And we, by the way, we just got 200 gold. So I can buy the builder. And I can start running Holy Site prayers. I'm going to get a mine. I'm going to get the fur improvement. It's going to be good. And I'm going to move away from early empire. We will eventually boost it. Although I may need to hard tech it. What are our thoughts on this? So boosted. My inclination is, oh, I'll eventually boost this. But to be perfectly honest, in about 11 turns, I'm gonna want to start cranking out like 3 or 4 or 5 settlers. So I'm not gonna have time to wait for this. I think I'd rather just have the 50% settler policy. So I'm just gonna finish early empire on its own. What's up, Umbrella Boy? Right? It's a good campus. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. I did not expect this much room. Again, exploring coastal tiles is extremely useful for me right now. So I'm gonna make that move. Yeah, good Kampung. Affects my choice when settling here. I do not want to miss out on that good of a Kampung.
No
all right, so that he's attacking me because we killed his home. That was from this.
I want to go where they went.
Yeah, I think we found the end of the map, so we can worry about. Yeah, okay, cool. So we can plan out our cities here in a moment, and worry about barbarians probably. All right, I think back to shipbuilding, although maybe not now, because. We grow in a turn 2. Nice. All right. We'll look at all that in a minute. I'm gonna take the fur improvement because it's gonna give me an amenity, and as I keep growing, that could be useful. And then I'll go get the production. Okay. Probably this. Probably this. I'll tweak this in a moment. 1, 2, 3. It's awfully close. One, 2, 3. I can't settle that if I settle this. Probably our first city is over here. I hate that I don't have any sea resources. Yeah, you're probably right. I probably should have gone to the mine first. I was toying with that in my head. Could make a sweet, sick canal city there. Just the sickest of canal cities. Probably settle this. We get to start with the furs. We get to put a +2 harbor in there. We get to put a +2 holy site in there. This is also +2. I don't really want to override any of these tiles for the holy site, to be perfectly honest. Again, not very many hills, so definitely starved for production here. So probably going to look like this. Got one hill over there. All right, we'll keep working on that as we explore this coast. Honestly, our sea resources here might affect our city positioning. Boom. That's our bronze working increase, which is great. There's a fish. And another continent over here. Or at least an island or something. So that might factor in as well. So you can already see our faith buying units. That isn't contingent on anything. All right. And then I'm at 3, right? With no growth. And it's forcing me into that tile, which is kind of interesting. It's valuing the faith and the production right now. So rather than work a 2 food and have the food not really, like, have it basically be, it's essentially 1 food, right? Because if our population growth rate is slowed by 50%, this tile is really only worth 1 food. And so it's getting the production and the faith here, which is kind of cool. I'm fine with that. Completely fine with that. And we are content. We are content right now. Okay. So we're content at 10 production. So adding in the amenity took me back to happy and gave me 5% non-food yields. So almost as good as that, right? Almost as good as the mine. The mine would have been technically the correct choice. Get the mine and then the amenity and then the fish resource. But oh well. What's up, Burton? How's it going, man? Maybe keep the last charge of the builder and check out the other island. That's not a bad idea. Although I wouldn't hate the housing. Finishing off the housing would be something I would like to do. All right. Oh my god, they're going to get this in 10 turns. I don't think I get a religion this game. This is unbelievable. We're going to have to fight so hard for something I don't think we're going to get. It's going to really screw us up here. I want to check out this tile as well. Again, coastal scouting is kind of a big deal. Reroll. Why the fish? Early game, the wheat is better. Yeah, you're not wrong. I guess just to get the celestial navigation boost. But yeah, you're right. We're not finishing it. We're not finishing it. Oh, it's going to be real close. Because they're at 8 turns. Oh, more silk, huh? This guy's at 5 turns. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get it. We're just gonna have to keep like cranking out holy site prayers. This is not cool, man. China. Where are you at? Where are you at, China? I am tempted to go scout with this guy. Although this would increase my capacity. I do have enough cities to settle already, and I'm going to have galleys soon. So I don't need... Oftentimes, I really like this suggestion, especially with what we're doing here. Because of the fact that builders can embark at sailing, and your other units, you have to go all the way to shipbuilding, which is pretty far tech-wise. I often like to take a builder like this and scout. They can find goodie huts, they can find spots to settle, they can find city-states, all kinds of stuff like that. In this particular case, because of where we're at in the game and the fact that I can settle like 5 or 6 cities on my main continent, I am just going to improve the wheat. That also gets us the irrigation boost. Why do you not want to work that? You still value the faith. I don't. 3 3 food, 1 production. Right now I need production. First great prophet is gone. China has 4 per turn. Yeah, this is the worst. Yeah, we like our build explorers. Hey, Six Face. It's definitely better than Exploder. Is it? This sucks. Okay, we now have enough faith to buy the galley and start exploring that way. So this is where we're bummed out. Ideally, with our first couple holy site prayers, we should have been able to get a religion. In this particular game, somebody already has that. We're fighting really, really hard. I don't even think we're going to get it over China. Yeah, we really want a religion, and I would love to switch right now, or at least in 2 turns, into some settler generation, but it's just not going to happen. But we do have 8 faith per turn at the moment. Okay, we can go get the rest of this stuff. Not ready for any of it, unfortunately. Not a first meet. It's pretty late to get first meets at this point, which is a bummer. Okay, we'll bring our slinger over to help with this camp. Let's go this way. Oh, okay. Well, we might get a religion because of that, unfortunately. Would faith and gold tip the scale? No, I'd rather have the production, I think. Jeez, Six Face. Interesting story, man. Interesting story. All right, so Congo is in the game. We know they're not going to get a religion, so our odds of getting a religion did just go up. However, we're still at turn 40. We have no settlers, no cities. We have a district. Like it feels really, really bad. And this is part of the process with Indonesia. Oh, you have a wonder already. Thanks, China. Good to know. Okay, now we can switch out of shipbuilding. We're pretty close to that. Maybe work towards this. Yes, I did get first meet on Hattusa, which is nice.
Several closely
Where's
situated
Torres?
granite peaks.
It's getting crowded already. Yeah, I don't think we get this. The last person's getting their profit as well. This feels awful. So much of this start was really good. Honestly, you know what really played a factor is not getting the and it's not even, we don't even have coastal cities to take over. It's getting worse and worse. This deal's getting worse and worse all the time. All right, this is our last point into shipbuilding.
Skill without
Switch
imagination
out of
is
this.
craftsmanship, and gives us many useful objects, such as wickerwork.
What do we want? Maybe work towards industrial zones. I need a builder for that. China's gonna get this one. Just gonna hide. All right, there's a coastal city. Diamonds? Do we have multiple continents? Yes, we do. Okay, so China's a good target because they're on a different continent. However, we have no way of taking their capital. So what I would like to find is somebody with nothing but coastal cities. So we're technically ahead of them. If we just keep this going, maybe 2 more. Oh no, 1 more? Ay, 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 this sucks. Feels bad. Hanging Gardens. Should have been producing settlers like many, many turns ago. I'm sad.
I thought clay must feel happy in the good potter's hand.
Surprised China didn't get the Stonehenge. D&D rant's coming back to haunt me. Yeah. Can I purchase a galley with the gold? Oh, I see what you mean. Run God King for the extra faith and gold. I don't know if it's worth it or not. I don't know. That's going to get boosted in just a second. All right, so what else are we looking for? Improving and or clearing the stone. This is all animal husbandry. God, I really want a city down there. All right, let's go after writing. Heavy chariot. Nope. Not gonna get it. Five turns on this. All right, I got to get started on settlers. We're not going to get it anyways. All right, I'll run the settler with the policy. I'll run one more. God, this sucks. This is the worst. Congo, tell me you have coastal cities, buddy. I know, no one has built Stonehenge. Isn't that ridiculous? So this is really, really nice with Indonesia. It's another housing boost because we will have coastal cities. Real talk, put a city here. It is a viable city for us, weirdly enough. All right, he's probably not going to give me open borders. All right, we do have one coastal city. Let's go keep exploring. I want you to go fog bust. You just heal and fog bust. And it's gone. Profit, profit, profit. Oh. So, wait a minute. What? 2 profits just went? Did Stonehenge go? I am, how you say, confused. Brussels. Brussels. I was hoping you were to Auckland.
Writing means sharing. It's part of the human condition to want to share things. Thoughts.
All right, so we're working this and this and this and then that. So I don't need to grow. But wouldn't last profit trigger when the last... Right? We've got Buddhism, Protestantism, and Taoism. Taoism. Sorry. So what have we missed out on? Don't care, don't care. Don't care, don't care. That's fine. Yeah, it's not Arabia. I'm guessing somebody else got a got Stonehenge and we just didn't get the pop-up. All right. I'm not even going to finish those because we don't have to. Found the religion. All right, we're going with this until we get the achievement. So a couple different ways to go here. Zen meditation for a wide empire, because we're going to do warmongery stuff. By the way, why do bots get to cheat on religious? Humans have to take over Pharaoh. I don't know. I've never noticed that, Quasar. Jesuit education is actually interesting, although all of our faith is going to be really spent on units, right? So Zen meditation is certainly viable. Choral music is really the way to go. This is going to give us another culture boost right now. And again, our Zhang is in the culture tree. We're really behind in this game. We're like so freaking behind in this game. We should have 2 cities and we should have like 5 more in a few turns. So choral music, I believe, is the way to go. We could pick our building now, but I don't really care what building we get. I kind of want the newish one, religious colonization, because this will just give us choral music as we produce our shrines and holy sites in new cities. I think this is a good way to go. You could always take Holy Order. It makes your upgrades cheaper. But I'm not going to be doing that much. I think it's colonization. Warrior monks. Lol. Warrior monks are terrible, by the way. Yeah, I'm going to go this route. I like it a lot. And we are working on settlers. We're going to be doing nothing but settlers for a while. Nubia. Oof, so far, so bad. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. I want to save all the faith we can, Sarge. That is a good point, my friend. She's all the way down here without a coastal cap. So this is not what you want from an Indonesia game. You want to find a bunch of coastal cities, because it's going to make our Jonganation not go as smoothly as planned. But we'll see what we can muster out of this. Okay, give me this. And honestly, give me this. Because it's like basically it's about to be 2 gold per turn, because I'm going to buy another galley and get exploring the other way. So Political philosophy in 8 turns. Puts it at turn 60. Again, that's pretty far behind what you typically expect. You'd expect more cities at turn 52 for freaking sure. Why did Nubia choose to build a religion in this game? To mess with me, probably. Great library's gone. That's okay. All right, we should go ahead and plan out all of our other cities here. I like this city a lot. We've got a +3 industrial zone. I could put a +2 holy site over there, but I can also just put a holy site here, and it's +1 and +2 from the districts. And those are generally what we're going to want district-wise. So that'll be their stuff. 1, 2. So I kind of want this city to actually be on the rice, just so that in the long run we can both put a kampung here and work that resource. So I think I'm going to shift this around to a city center there. Got our harbor there. Although that literally doesn't matter. Unless I override the cows. How good would Zimbabwe be in one of these cities? With all the sea resources and stuff. Is this considered a large island for a map of this type? Yeah, it's certainly medium, bordering on large. If I move the city center down on the hill, well, then I'm giving up a hill, which makes me a little bit sad. But we do have kampungs. I like this because I can place my holy site right away. So no one ever gets to work that fish. That's not the worst thing, or that silk. As long as I do actually settle that city, we should be okay. Maybe I do that just to squeeze things in. Yeah, I was thinking about killing Kabul. You put in the harbor by the cliff and get +2 from the fish and crabs. Yeah, you could do this, but then the harbor never boosts anything. All right, is it weird? Is it weird that I want to do this? So city center. Harbor. Holy site. And a +3 industrial zone. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's +2, +3, actually +4 industrial zone. So that's some pretty good districts. It's a +3 holy site, a +3 harbor, and a +4 industrial zone. This industrial zone is also +4. And this one's also +4. And then that allows me to put another city over here. Put it right there if I wanted to. This way we get to work that silk. Maybe that city center. Harbor. Industrial zone. So 1, 2, 3, 4 industrial zone again. So we've got some pretty good industrial zones. Like +4 industrial zones are not bad at all. I mean, I realize that could be a really good holy site. Actually, this would be a crazy holy site. So +2 for the wonder, +1, +1. So it's a +4 holy site. I'm not married to it, though. Azrael, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Appreciate you following the channel. So that gets us 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more cities on our main land. It's pretty good. We're going to get to them really, really late. And we don't exactly have an insane settler producing capital here. Oh, hey, by the way.
There is nothing but a plank between.
And that completes shipbuilding for us, which is nice. Can start to get kampungs, and we can use our settlers and take them via coast rather than having to run all the way up here and all the way around and stuff. Still think this is the first city I want to settle. The reason is you get an extra science and culture, and that's a nice boost at this point in the game. Building industrial zones in every city, is it because of the adjacency plus the workshop? Yeah, pretty much. Having a free +4 production bonus to these cities is quite good. Plus engineers are good. I kind of like this. Anybody have any major beefs about the way that we set this up? I think it should be good. I don't know where their holy site goes yet. This might be a good settler building city. Because food and production plus chopping. Possible. Yeah, this sucks. If you can roll with all of your opponents having a bunch of like coastal cities, you're really, really happy. Because it just makes that Zhong push in the middle of the game really, really good. Really, really viable. But so far, we're not running into that, like, at all. We have a couple cities. I might take this city, even though it's a nice suzerain bonus. It's a pretty good city. And I can take it fairly easily. And what I want now is for barbs not to settle, or to spawn. So I'm going to protect this spot while I finish this up.
May the forces of evil become confused while your arrow is on its way to the target.
So not ideal. You can definitely have better starts to the game as Indonesia. But we're going to make it work. I can find iron. It's really not going to affect anything other than maybe give us some science. Am I excited about the expansion? I'm thrilled, man. I'm super excited. I can't wait for new content. I really need another builder here. Nothing coastal. Pretty sad. Oh, you know what? Let Let me go ahead and finish this settler real quick. Real quick. Everybody got a big continent to start with. That's really weird. All right, and with that, we go ahead and fix our tiles. And with that, we are going to put a cut in the video. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to join us over at twitch.tv/thegamemechanic for, live stuff, which is what we do like pretty much daily. So come join us, won't you? Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next cut.